How easy is the easy to terminate the Pukpuk Treaty?
In the event that you and I are not happy with the treaty itself and the manner in which it is implemented, to terminate the treaty, we just give notice. It's as simple as that.
Well, what you just saw was just in reference to Article 12, Clause 3, and also Clause 4, whereby the treaty can be terminated at any time. But what we should never miss is the Clause 5 of Article 12, that made reference to Article 10, whereby the termination of this Pukpuk Treaty will only convene when any outstanding liabilities, rights or obligations are settled. Now, that is the very most concerning part of the Pukpuk Treaty when it comes to the notice of termination with regard to any infringement it may have caused. You see, the termination of the Pukpuk Treaty is only easy in either of these two alternatives. Number one, if either party could terminate the Pukpuk Treaty at its initial progression before harboring any further liabilities, rights or obligations, that makes it much harder for either party to settle in the future. It's now or never. Number two, equally reciprocating the offer, which means that both the parties should avoid being lured into taking the benefit over the limit at which either party can't even equally reciprocate it. After all, it is a mutual defense treaty between two parties. The term mutual means both the parties should be able to fairly contribute their resources without heavily dependent on any one party to foot the bill. Take NATO as an example. When the US President Donald Trump asked all the NATO members to contribute their fair shares towards strengthening their defense treaty without heavily dependent on the US taxpayers to foot the bill.
But I've been asking them to go up to 5% for a number of years, and they're going up to 5%. That's a big, from 2%.
In other words, they have been joy riding since 1949 while the US are sweating their guts to protect their butts. As a result, the rest of the NATO members raised their defense spending from 2% to 5% of their GDP budget spending. Now, there are very big implications to it when one party does all the spendings in a treaty as such. I'm sure you don't want to go there, don't you? But what are the possible implications that you may think of? Comment below. Here's what the Australians are willing to offer to operationalize the Pukpuk Treaty during their first ministerial forum with their new ally Papua New Guinea at Canberra, 2 weeks after the signing of the Pukpuk Treaty. Let's run through the list, shall we? Number 1.
We will be establishing a task force around the recruitment of Papua New Guinean citizens directly into the Australian Defence Force.
Number 2.
PNG permanent residents in Australia, so who have Australian permanent residency, be able to join the Australian Defence Force from the 1st of January next year.
Number 3.
We are announcing a $7.7 million commitment to establish a 200-bed facility at Goldie River Barracks in PNG.
Number 4.
We'll also be announcing a $2.2 million commitment to design barracks in Hela.
Number 5.
Today we're also announcing that beginning next year we will be training 6 PNG pilots each year.
Number 6.
And in addition to pilots, we will also be providing training to engineers and other aircrew.
Number 7.
Today we're announcing as well that we will be providing 3,500 rifles to the PNG Defence Force over the course of the next 4 years. And when we include what the work that we'll be doing in terms of armories and the like, that's a $35 million commitment.
Number 8.
I'm pleased to announce a new education and skills package worth over 150 million Australian dollars to support Papua New Guinea's productivity, economic growth and human development.
Number 9.
I'm also pleased to announce a $25 million humanitarian and disaster relief package to build capacity within PNG's disaster monitoring and response.
Number 10.
We will be providing 4,500 uniforms to the PNG Defence Force.
And finally, the 11th.
And a key part of that economic partnership is support for the PNG team to enter the National Rugby League, to enter the premier competition of the greatest game of all.
In totality, it's worth over 200 million Australian dollars. Catch this. Papua New Guinea's contribution towards operationalizing this treaty alongside Australia's contribution determines how easy the termination of this treaty would be. As far as we know, the catering cost will be covered by Papua New Guinea.
With the catering, I think that has been part of our defense budgets. We've managed that from time to time, and that's not something that we would be expecting Australia or somebody else to pay for us. It's part of our budget, and we do that.
And so as other list of expenses amounting to what million kina are yet to be released. At this juncture, we don't know how easy it is towards terminating this treaty. Only the time and our efforts towards operationalizing this treaty will tell. Thanks for watching. Peace.